Everyone keeps asking the same question lately. What's the best tool to become a better project leader? What should I learn? AI, Microsoft Project, Excel, Monday, Asana? You'll hear a lot of guidance from a lot of people. I always give the same answer. None of those tools matter if you haven't mastered the one skill that makes every other tool work. It's not automation. It's not technology. The number one tool in a leader's toolbox is communication. Full stop. And this idea really hit me again recently when I saw a post from Grace McCarrick that stopped me mid-scroll. She listed a set of competencies that the top leaders she works with are doubling down on in 2025. And she was recommending, her list was spot on. Things like charisma, authenticity, integrity, emotional regulation, resilience, adaptability, discernment, feedback mastery. And when you really look at this list, there's a theme. Every single one of those skills depends on communication. You can't build any of them without it. So in this video, I'm going to break each of these down in a practical, real-world way for you, and what they mean, why they matter, and most importantly, how you can start building them today in your leadership, your projects, and your personal life. This isn't theory. It's based on 20 plus years of delivering large-scale projects, building delivery organizations, and coaching leaders and project managers at every level. Let's start with communication, the foundation. Communication is everything. You can have the best plan in the world, the most detailed roadmap, the smartest strategy, but if you can't explain it clearly, nobody follows. If you can't communicate expectations, you get misalignment. If you can't communicate feedback, performance flatlines. And if you can't communicate the why, people check out. Communication is how leaders convert ideas into action. It's how they create alignment, clarity, and commitment. And here's the good news. You can get dramatically better at communication with a few simple habits. Start by shortening everything you say. Get to the point faster. Say less, mean more. Always explain the why before the what. People follow reasons, not tasks. Ask people to restate what they heard. Never assume alignment, verify it. And slow your cadence down. Clarity always beats speed. Now let's talk about the competencies from Grace's post, because these are the real differentiators. The first one is charisma. People think charisma is loud energy or showmanship. It's not. Charisma is presence, the ability to make someone feel like they're the only person in the room when you're speaking with them. It's being grounded, composed, and connected. You develop charisma by being fully present. Look people in the eye. Stop interrupting. Use pauses. Slow your breathing. Speak with intention, not volume. If you want to see charisma in action, watch what happens when you pause for 2 seconds before responding to someone. That pause creates presence. Next is authenticity and integrity. People don't follow perfect leaders. They follow honest ones. They follow leaders who say what they mean and mean what they say. They follow people who show up consistently, who tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable, who admit when they don't know something. Authenticity is alignment between your values, your behavior, and your communication. Integrity is repeating that alignment day after day, no matter who's in the room. A simple way to practice this is to share the reasoning behind your decisions more often. Don't just tell someone what you decided, tell them why. That builds trust faster than anything else. Next is emotional regulation, one of the most underrated leadership skills. Most leadership failures are emotional failures, not technical ones. It's not the workload. It's not the deadlines. It's not the complexity. It's the reaction to those things. When pressure hits, do you react? Do you tighten up? Do you rush? Do you get defensive? Do you shut down? Emotional regulation is the ability to stay steady, to slow things down internally when everything around you is speeding up. A simple exercise is to name your state like this. I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. Naming the emotion reduces the intensity of the emotion. Then pause. One breath. Not to avoid the situation, but to respond, not react. Resilience is related, but different. Emotional regulation is what happens in the moment. Resilience is what happens afterward. How quickly you bounce back. Resilience grows when you practice small discomforts. Take the slightly harder option. Finish the last rep. Make the uncomfortable call. Have the honest conversation you've been avoiding. These micro stressors build macro resilience over time. Next is adaptability. Such an important skill for modern leaders and project managers, because the world is not slowing down. Requirements change, stakeholders change, priorities shift, markets move, technology evolves. Adaptable leaders don't cling to old plans. They update their perspective as reality changes. They learn fast and they pivot without losing momentum. A great exercise is weekly assumption reviews. Ask yourself, what am I assuming this week that might no longer be true? You'll be amazed at how much clarity this unlocks. Now, let's talk about discernment, your ability to see clearly and make good decisions. Discernment is not intelligence. Discernment is awareness. It's being able to separate fact from interpretation. It's to recognize what's missing, not just what's visible. To pick up subtle signs that others ignore. A simple technique to build this is, when faced with a decision, split the page in two. On one side, write facts. On the other side, write story. Facts are measurable. Stories are interpretations. Once you see the difference, your judgment improves instantly. The last competency is feedback mastery. Feedback is the engine of alignment, performance, and trust. But most people avoid it because they think feedback is conflict. It's not. Good feedback is clarity. It's support. It's respect. When giving feedback, be specific, not a generalized good job. What exactly was good? Not you need to improve. Not you need to improve communication. Well, which part? Timing matters too. The sooner you give feedback after something happens, the more meaningful it is. And here's the powerful practice. Ask for feedback before you give it. It opens a door, reduces defensiveness, and builds psychological safety. Now, why does this all matter? Because these are the skills that will define the next generation of leaders. These are the skills AI can't replace. These are the skills that make you promotable, influential, emotionally intelligent, and effective with people, which is what leadership is. Your technical skills might get you hired. Your soft skills are what build your career, your relationships, your influence, your reputation, your legacy. So here's your challenge. Pick just one of these competencies and work on it this week. Not all 7, just one. And I've created a set of worksheets you can download, practical exercise you can use daily to sharpen these skills. There's a communication clarity map, a presence building practice, an authenticity audit, emotional regulation drills, an adaptability matrix, a discernment exercise, and a feedback mastery guide. The link is below this video. And if you commit to this work, truly commit, your leadership, your projects, and your entire life will transform. These are the skills that build confidence. These are the skills that build trust. And these are the skills that create leaders people actually want to follow. Also included is a list of readable books that give you a bit more background about these concepts and help you practice and learn more. Whenever you're ready to take the next step, here's how I can help. Leadership and project delivery coaching for leaders who want clarity, and for complex delivery, I help you simplify, prioritize, and move forward. If you're unsure what support you need, let's discuss your goals, book a call, and let's see if this is the right fit for you.